Hello? Is this on? Okay, we're good. What's up, YouTube? This is Radio Station here, and this is going to be the very last episode. Well, I hope this is the last we'll see this series. That is pretty much my undeniable favorite from this season for sure. Like, at this point, it's been built up so much. I've had so much fun. I've had no particular issues with I've had no glaring issues with the whole show up to this point. Like, yeah, did I find some, some things I kind of was like, here and there? Yeah, of course. With any series, like even one of my favorites, it would be just these times where like, But, sometimes there's like a difference between like, sometimes the littlest difference like that can set between like what's a great series and then, oh, this is my favorite, but hands down, something like that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm kind of streaming this early. I wasn't so sure if I was able to make it because like apparently we have another heat wave warning within like in a duration of like maybe around a week before we can really settle back to fall temperatures, which sucks honestly because I'm looking at this indicator right now. It's a record high, and I just hope so it's not going to be high in our area. It's not going to be this high in our area, but like in other areas, I don't know. Yeah, it's a kind of a scary thing to kind of think about. Record high in 5 hours, and let's see this forecast. Sorry if this is interrupting. I'm just kind of curious to see what's gonna happen. I don't know if this is in my area specifically, even though it does says Redlands. I mean, I don't know for sure. I mean, the weather isn't always that accurate, but it's just like, yeah, it's gonna be kind of hot. And yeah, this is gonna be inconvenient, but I think we should be fine. But yeah, we're here, and yeah, we're gonna have like episode 13. So where do I start? There's a lot of people saying the writing went down, and I'm just gonna say that I'm not so sure what people were. I'm not so sure what people are expecting from this series. Did they want it to be really dark? Did they want it to be just really lighthearted and nothing there? And the thing is, when you're the biggest issue when you're trying to handle a story like this, trying to balance between light and dark. And I know it's been done before, but it's with shows where I think people's expectations of those series are much different. Like they kind of just take it for what it is. But the way this was, first advertised and first promoted, we thought, oh, it's just going to be this cute girl slice of life sort of thing. And it turns out it was a little bit more than just that. It really isn't that much of a slice of life. It's kind of it's centered around girls that are being trained to be peace enforcers and wield guns, and like they'll do whatever it means. You go ahead and check up some of your boy Rockley's videos on reactions. They had some really good talks about. They had a few good talks about what the motives with Majima are, why it makes sense, and I'm gonna continue saying that the deal with that one guy with that one Saudi guy and then the girl, like they touched upon something really I don't know if they said it word for word, but the way people are just kind of paranoid despite this piece, and then all of a sudden you just have it shattered just like that, and Madra is just using that to lure out the Lycoris in general, and because you're gonna have to act on the spot when someone got a gun, and like because people realize they might be a target, they're just gonna have these ill-advised reactions. It doesn't matter who you are. It's like, oh, this is less likely to happen. No, it doesn't mean it cannot happen. It's just how it is. It's human nature to just try to retaliate in some way, like just fight or flight sort of thing. I'm not an expertise. I don't have an expertise on this. I'm just based off what I've heard in the past, and they're right. They're both right or wrong answers with this, and there's like conflicting perspectives on this. But I think that's what makes this part interesting, even given how this was mainly focused on. So the last episode was really it kind of had it all. First half was really tense, really filled with a lot of emotions too. We're talking and just having this outcry, and Chisato, she wants to stay true to that ideal, and she just really she doesn't want to, like, even if it's to extend her own life, she doesn't want to take others. Now here's the thing that I forgot to bring up. It's a really weird paradoxical situation with her ideals. She doesn't want to take others' lives time to extend hers, because hers is technically borrowed. But at the same time, when you think about it from a different perspective, you're thinking like she is going against her own ideals by technically ending someone's time herself, just willingly. I know it's by her own will, but still, when you think about it, it's just like Chisato has to make that, just cannot be fixed on that choice. And it also goes back, which someone needs to tell her that. Which also goes back to episode 3, and I talked about it with a few guys on, in my Discord server prior to this, that when we go back to how Takina was stuck in this sort of thing where like just had to try to follow orders, and so just like, oh, just make your own choice here. Someone has to tell Chisato now about it. Will it be Takina? Will it be Majima? Will it be Shinji? Will it be Mika? Who will it be? Or will she come to that realization herself? I don't know how it will go down. I don't know for sure. What do you think overall about Recoil? Is it good or decent or bad show? Why do you not have the option of great show, my guy? Recoil, you did not make a good you did not formulate a good question like that. But I'm just gonna pick good by default because you didn't provide me a fourth option. But yeah, do I think it has some flaws here and there? Yeah, any freaking show, any freaking TV series or film has a flaw. When people say it's a masterpiece, doesn't mean it doesn't have issues, right? When you say something is flawless, doesn't mean it's flawed. Doesn't mean it's it doesn't have any. It doesn't mean like there isn't any. When you say flawless, like for the most part, the flaws aren't there, or they're just not very relevant because we got all the good, that are able to overshadow it. And I feel like with this series, like with Recoil, there's a lot more good than bad, just to put it as lightly as I can. Even if the ending, I've already heard, on Discord, on Twitter about, oh, the ending is underwhelming. I only heard it from a few people, from a handful of people, so I don't know how relevant there is. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be better than the ending to Engage Kiss, because I don't know where the fuck that show is going. I don't know. Well, I might talk about it when I do my my fall 2020 preview later today, hopefully. If I can get that set up at some point. Because I need to finally get a season preview video after so fucking long because I've been stalling off on a lot of shit. I apologize, guys. I'm sorry. I love you, but it's like it's just been just a really mixed sort of sense of motivations to make YouTube content nowadays. I hope fall will change that because there's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm boring you with my hullabaloo about things, but it's just how I am right now, and you're free to feel how you feel about this series. But I think it's the animated season. I personally have this as my animated year. I mean, for now. I mean, Bleach, Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, maybe some other shows that I'm also really looking forward to and may come out as a surprise. It is what it is. Hey, what's up? Fajin, did I pronounce it right? Sorry. If I butcher names, again, my username specifically, I do apologize. I might even just spell it out just for the hell of it. But yeah, I am going to miss these two. I really am. I really love how they are, how they just care for each other. Takina wants to save Chisato and do whatever it takes, to save him. But Chisato doesn't want Takina to bloody her own hands to do it for her sake. For me, with like a Recoil is about rushing the story and action time, which makes people think this is just some rebate show only. I thought about it. I don't think the story is rushed. It's just how things just a lot of things happen in real time, and kind of how most of the episodes, one part it's pretty chill, lots of funny stuff, and then the second half would just be like some really serious shit developing and all. I like how it kind of jumps back and forth, and I think that's what the main appeal of it is. I mean, you look at the key visual here, right? There's like this cut half, like everything seems pretty tame, and then the bottom there's just like some serious shit going on. Like even if it's just teasing in the end, I mean it's still accomplishing what it is. It's not. Do I want to say it's Yuri bait? Do I want to say it's just Yuri bait? When I'm thinking about it right now, it's still better. It's a still better love story than Adachi to Shimamura. Don't watch that shit, please. That's a waste of your time, and that's full on Yuri show. And it just like, where are we going? There's just no dynamic sort of development on that one. You definitely don't want to watch Citrus either. What's up, Russian Empire waifu? Nice username. Nice username, by the way. I really, sometimes I don't like sometimes when the chat is not this big, I can, look at individuals, be able to just interact a little more here and there. Because if the chat is just huge, then I can't answer y'all, for each comment to comment. But yeah, what is there anything else to say? I will save it for the post-episode discussion. But yeah, let's head into this. This is going to be. I know this is going to be good. I am going to ignore what the fuck some people on Twitter be saying, and I'm just a jade. And this is coming from me. Like, if you all know me, I'm this jaded motherfucker who just be like, I don't react to a lot of shows unless I feel like I'm gonna really like them and I feel like they're worth a reaction. And like I've been jaded with stuff in general, so I do apologize on my behalf. That is my fault, and I try, but I don't think that jadedness will ever go away for the rest of my life. But when I do enjoy it, I will express it the best I can, and share as much with it, hear you guys out about things in there. And yeah, no, we haven't started yet, don't worry. But for me, I'll give the show 7.5, good show to watch on Saturday night, wherever episode. Sometimes I got goosebumps angry. It's sad the show already end. I mean, there is a chance for a second season. I mean, based on what the director said. I mean, he did express in the interview he there's potential for spin-offs, sequels, whatnot. And after the reception, this was before it blew up, I think, that interview. So when he looks at how Lycoris Recoil has blown up in popularity, you'd have to think maybe sometime in the near future it's gonna get some more stuff, which I really look forward to. I know for this show isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I get it. But for me, I think it's clicked with me. This, like, it goes to show. I mean, this is the anime original. I did not initially expect much from it. Like, it was advertising earlier. It's just like, oh, this cafe thing, and all of a sudden I see this trailer. You see them just come pulling up at some building with guns, and I'm just like, whoa, wait. This may be something. 9 out of 10, easy for me. Yeah, that's about my score. I'm most definitely sure that will be my score by the end of all this. But yeah, let's get started, guys. I dilly-dallied a little too much longer. I'm just waiting for more people to come in so they can see how everything turns out. And I do apologize for chatting in the back. Can't do anything about it. It's like literally, again, this is like the acoustics in this house just open. You can literally hear anything. I could be literally hearing a fly from the other side of a damn room, and it'll just be annoying. All right, maybe we'll move your spin-off. I would say a spin-off. Most likely a spin-off. That's my guess. But let's get to it. All right. All right. Let's get to it, and hopefully the stream stays alive. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Oh wait, whoa. Hold on. It kind of just froze up a little sec. All right, let's press again. It was kind of just buffering. All right, sorry. Take two. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, good. Source of wounded and deceased Lycoris. Dang. Oh, she did. Oh, someone did get clapped. She's gonna bite the dust. Oh, the power went out. Did he do that? Of course it's not. Oh, of course. I figured he was gonna do that. I mean, he likes to go out with a bang every freaking time. a foreshadowing for a new season? Not really. Oh, she's had it. Oh. Hmm? Tucker's gonna go. Oh! No, Takina's going there. She can't leave her baby behind. Of course she's not leaving her behind. I did say that. Oh. Gee. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, her time. Wait, he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't know. He didn't know previously. Break time. He really just this. Did he really just say break time? Bro, this man is. Yeah. Oh, they're still doubting it. It's not just played off that easily. Hmm. Hmm. That makes sense. Movie's interesting. It's Mika. I figure he's gonna get involved. Oh, nice. Ooh. Hey, the man putting in work. Yeah, my fucking side hurt seeing that hit. Oh. It's still fucked up what he did. It is. Like, maybe Shinji's his intentions probably weren't inherently evil, but it was just so roundabout and misguided. And you know, he's dealing with children. They don't young kids, they don't know they don't know what to truly do. That's why they can get easily manipulated. Did he kill him? Hmm. Beats me. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Oh, that's a good. That was blood. Wait, that wasn't a bomb? That wasn't a bomb. I got you. I got. I got played. I actually got played. We got played like a fiddle. So they did manage to cover that up, but not as. Oh, now they're inspiring movies. Interesting. Uh huh. Majima's still at large? So now they gotta clean up after his mess. Oh my god, he is alive. Dude, if that doesn't say second season, bro, no. We're getting a second season. I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. We're getting a second season one day. Silent. The tiniest seeds of doubt, yeah. Aw. Did they just go off on their own? Out on a job. Wait, who is that target? Oh, did Mika set him up? Set her up? Something? Yeah, it's Chisato. Where was she run? Oh, that's why she was hiding out here. Alright, explain. What? That's how it went? Hmm. Oh, that's how it ended. So that's how it happened, huh? Where to go? So we're just gonna travel? Dang, that's it? Alright. Um, I guess the whole opening. Is there? I think there's more post-credit stuff. Go. Okay. Oh yeah, the guy that was that was trying to hunt down the from before in episode 5. Yeah, he's living a better life now because just how I spared him. I thought this was a really nice way to end it. But okay, there's no but. Like I thought it was just like just again everything just happened so fast. But at the same time, like it just kind of felt like all right after credit scene. So they did go to Hawaii. He's gonna say it again. What's up? What? Oh, man. I. She got fans all. She got fans outside of Japan. Damn. Okay. Okay. That's how we ended, huh? Just them just fucking around, like just having fun. That's how the status quo was all along. Oh man. You know, in hindsight, I'm glad this got a happy ending. A sad ending would just feel jarring. Like, I won't say it would be totally bad, but it would just feel jarring. It would just feel like, now, I do feel like there was a missed opportunity, but what they did here, it actually made Shinji more worthwhile of a character. You know, also with Mika, like, because he put him in, because, I still hate him. I still do. But with his death, and funny enough, okay, no, he was not the only death, by the way. A bunch of Lycoris in that incident still got clapped. Remember that. And they're still, and Majima's still out on the loose. So, but Shuji was the one significant casualty, and Mika was the one to put him down. And he says, "The end of my life is the beginning of your new life," which also kind of says, like, with his death, he can at least, really, I don't know, be free of that sin that he put on Chisato. Now, he wanted Chisato to do that, and do it herself, but she couldn't bring herself to do it. I have questions. Majima, are you alive? Yeah, he is alive. Did you not see him? Did you not see him over? Hold on. It's just crazy how everything happens so fucking fast, though. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, right there. It's a little joke, like, little ass Joker moment. He's band-aid up. Looking like, who's that dude? Looking like, who's that? I think, what was that? Who's that guy from? Who was that guy from Ronin Kenshin? That guy? Oh, he also kind of looks like, I can't remember. Who was that? But yeah, he's still around. There's still the guns that he distributed, that they're still trying to find out, and like, they only found a little less than half, so they still have to do cleanup. And Chisato, of course, they're just fucking around because they don't want to get into this. It's been about that. The pacing, it's the thing. I've been always wondering, like, was it really rushed at all? Was it really? And I'm thinking about it right now. And let me just tell you why I feel like this wasn't as rushed as people think it is. And why Akudama drives pacing may okay. I don't think okay. In hindsight, Akudama's driving wasn't rushed, but it felt so. It wasn't like rushed, but it felt like a lot of things just didn't feel like a lot of things had a lot of weight in it, like with the main characters, the swindler's development, the swindler girl's development, and all. Like I felt like that wasn't a really good sense of payoff, and you know how that series felt like it was stronger when it was doing more of the whole hijinks sort of things, and when it got into the more serious stuff, and not in a very you know smooth way, in my opinion. Like if you're an action flick guy, that yeah, you can accept it, but that story, like when it shifted, I didn't know how to feel about it. Not all of a sudden where we had this weird thing, this weird case of like, oh, all of this is just fake and all, but it does, you know, but and they just go ham on it. Like if they kind of had a better transition to that point, I felt like it would have been, that one would have felt better off, because I didn't like the conclusion either of that one. I think with Lycoris Recoil, like it never really tried to rush into things though. Like it wasn't. It was all this time. It's been like kind of a steady pace, honestly. It's just more like down the road, you know, in the later parts of the series, things were starting to pick up in real time. And so there's a lot, and so it would feel rushed, but it really isn't. If you get what I'm saying? Like, just too much going on. It's not like, oh, you're rushing, like, oh, you're just streamlining things, like with what's that one? What was that one show? I think it was like that thing was like a rush job. Oh yeah, it was an adaptation. Tokyo Ghoul, or like Index, like those adaptations where you know they're just going through and you're feeling like, wait, shit's missing. That's rushing. That is rushing. They do not. Yeah, these episodes do not feel like 22 minutes long. They don't. They really don't. They don't at all. There's a sequence with the D is in the office. I'm ready for season 2 spinoff. I just watched Full Metal Alchemist final chapter on Netflix, so I might have to watch it again, maybe. So, okay. Personally, now that you bring up Full Metal Alchemist, I felt like the first couple. Of course, Full Metal Alchemist's Brotherhood, like it felt like so much thing was rushed. Now, I also felt like Brotherhood, you know, oh actually no, Summertime Rendering. I felt like they rushed in, you know, in the second half, because they didn't try to do something like build up on more of the mysteries and stuff. They just after the first couple of episodes, they decided to just go ham with the conflict. There was no. They just set up mysteries they just set up plot points as they go along. They never really developed the mystery that was the main appeal of that one. The main appeal. So it doesn't feel like mystery anymore. It just feels like you're fighting some JoJo boss and stuff. That one is where I felt like stuff is definitely, you know, rushing to some you know, crazy conclusion. Yeah, it's fast paced. It wasn't rushed. Fast paced, not rushed. I think fast pacing and then rushing are fundamentally different depending on how you're seeing it. And like, the only thing I would say that, oh, like maybe there was a little bit too much of a jump was like what happens afterwards. But then of course they did manage to put in, you know. They did manage to, you know, fill in the blanks, like, oh, what happened afterwards? How is Chisato there? They didn't try to, you know, go too much into that, because it might be, you know, because there might not be enough time to mellow out, to have a to have a proper wrap up of things and what it wants to do. Like these people just fooling around, like literally the after credits, you can see them just screwing around in Hawaii for fun, for crying out loud, and it stays true to itself, because like half of it is a whole underlying thing with the Lycoris and all, keeping peace and all, and then you got Majima just trying to pick this balance, and then you got them just fucking screwing around half the time. Summertime rendering relied too heavily on mysteries, added for mystery's sake, not coherently developing ones already had. Fullmetal Alchemist live action coming on Netflix today. Oh dear, no. Oh dear, no. Not that. Not live action. Not live action of an remake of an anime adaptation. Those almost never turn out well. Look what happened to Cowboy Bebop. Look what happened to that one. That was awful. From the clip that I've seen, I didn't need to look at that shit again. It's a new shop in Hawaii. But I would legit go to that shop. I would fly out there. Like the moment I hear like, oh, Lyco Recoil recap, booking a flight right now. I would literally just go there. Like I don't care. I'm just like, Mom, they just fucking kick me off. But I do not care. This looks cool. I want to see it. I want to experience some shit. I don't want to get stuff cooped up in here. Like I'd be out. I'd be out. Yeah. The thing. Here's the thing that I forgot to touch upon. Is the most important part. They make us give a shit about these characters. They make us give a crap. They make us care. Because these slice of life things, these comedic things, make us care about these characters more. To where like we can get attached to them, to where the development feels like there's impact, and to where you love how they interact. Like the voice actors sure seem to have a lot of fun talking over each other all the time too, which is great. What I love with when anime, you have the voice actors trying to talk over each other and all, and like just this banter here and forth. It's really nice. I wish there was more of this. I really do. Real life cabaret and food truck win. Oh, I'm pretty sure they will come up with an idea one. I mean, we gotta follow. I mean, I'm just gonna look up. I'm gonna keep looking on Twitter if they do make a Twitter account of that. See this big ass truck and somewhere on the beach in Hawaii. They be selling that freaking doo-doo parfait. I'm just like, oh, I need to go there. Like one day maybe. It's very rare to see live adaptation of anime that is good. Most of the of live anime can be easy copy, but this kind of crazy action-packed anime is very hard to copy. Just live action things, especially from the American standpoint, they just don't work out well. They usually don't work out well. Like I'm not saying some don't. I'm not saying all do not work. Some turn out alright, and there's just some that they're just plain suck, and I would just unrecommended. I actually want that parfait. I know that's gonna be a killer, a diet killer. But I mean, at least one scoop will do. Like, I want to experience some shit with that. Like, all's good. It feels good. What to do? I don't know what to say. I don't want it to be. I didn't want it to be over. I'm actually glad the ending turned out the way it did. Just, and I'm glad they actually did Majima. Good. I'm not gonna say he's the next Makishima. Makishima is just from Psychopaths. That guy's on another level. But Majima has his good. I think he's a really well written villain. In the end, he is not. I don't think his intentions, like, he's a bad guy, but he has his reasons. He has his reasons and all. You know, when you look back in some of the dialogue, like he's just siding with, you know, he says he's siding with the weak, and like even Chisato says like he's just reluctantly playing this villain role, which also explains like he probably wasn't inherently. Yeah, at one point he wasn't trying to be a bad guy, but because of how things were, and you know how it feels like everything's just feels so dictated and rigged by the presence of the DA and the Lycoris that he wanted to end it. They wanted to put an end to it, wanted to balance. Speaking of anime, my question whether I want one of the boys just looking at it. Oh no. No, not just cholesterol. You gotta worry about your blood sugar. How many fucking pounds of sugar is it? How many, like, 5? It probably like 100 grams of sugar in that thing. Like, maybe, okay, that's exaggerating, but maybe at least 500 to 400 grams of sugar, depending on what your serving size is. Like, I swear. Like, is that, I mean, depending on what sizes they offer. If they only offer one size, it's over. It's over. Just might as well just share. Might just have it shared in a party. Just hope the whole party can, you know, put it down. Yeah, I heard about the Nier Automata anime. I was talking about it in my server. It's great. It looks so good. I don't know what the complaints were. Like people were saying, oh, the designs are cheap or generic. Oh, like it's just a little underwhelming and all. And I'm just like, I'm looking at that even if it's pre, I'm just like, what are you talking about? Oh, you have the engaged kiss and street partners fellas now. Yeah, not really. So not really looking forward to that one. I will try to just watch Engaged Kiss right after the stream, just to get over with. I swear, I am so conflicted with that series right now, and I will talk about, you know, anyone who wants to talk about it more, like, or who are in my server, I'll be there. I mean, I have other stuff to do a little bit, you know, around starting noontime, but yeah, I don't have particularly. You know, I don't have positive feelings toward Engaged Kiss, to put it lightly. Actually, I'm really harsh on it right now. What Lycoris Recoil is doing so well in Engaged Kiss, like in terms of juxtapositioning two particular, you know, tones and all. Engaged Kiss is not doing that too well. I don't. Lycoris Recoil lets us know what we're dealing with, what it wants to at least go. It keeps us guessing, but it still lets us know what it was really wanting to be. With Engaged Kiss, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Like, I get the general premise, but I don't know what is going on. Like, you literally have this guy. Oh, he's looking at all the press, and all of a sudden like he's slowly becoming inhuman because he's losing memories, and then all of a sudden this guy gets his memory back all of a sudden, just like that. It still looks nice though. I mean, it still has some nice cuts here and there though. I'm not gonna say it's a horrible looking one. At least the visuals are something to look forward to. My top anime for winter 2023 to watch. Yeah, Nier Automata. Why is everyone in DA so shocked that Majima detonated? Because since it was just a fire, it's such a firework bomb. It's not a real bomb, is it? I gotta go. Have a good afternoon. All right. Noisy no Taku. Thank you for showing up at the last moment. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm actually. People, is this a Euro-based show? Yeah, technically it is, because they never really had a full-on romance and all. But I mean, if the show at some point wanted to go full-on with it, they would have done that. They would do that. But then you have to think about it, like maybe at that point with the story, like you don't want to have a romance fester right then and there until you make it a little bit more, you know, to the point, straightforward. Like maybe in a like, and again, this is also not really a romance heavy movie of sorts. I mean, it does focus on the dynamic between two, how they were able to make each other, how Chisato and Takina were able to make each other, you know, better characters because of how they influenced each other and all. And I did wish Takina was able to at least say to her that like she should be the one making the decision for herself. I mean, she didn't make it in time to say that, but she was able to save her. Did I miss anything else here? I also think so because things were set up so early in several ways. It makes everything calmly boil into the last 3 episodes. I haven't seen Akudama Drive though, so I can't comment on that one. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I think my stances with Akudama Drive still like the Akudama Drive's aesthetics are so the art on that one is still great. I pointed that out. During when I was reacting to the first 6 episodes of it until I decided to watch them all the time. And then like it's just like, okay, but I'm not I don't know what the story wanted to fucking do at the end. Okay, I knew what it was trying to aim for, but it just missed. Like I would literally, like when I say miss, literally you would be getting that one miss exclamation from that Wario game or something. But you can still love Akudama Drive if you're okay with the ride it gave. I mean, if you don't really care about characters and all. Like I only cared about the brawler guy, and he got clapped. He got clapped along with the other executioner guy. That fight was fucking cool. And afterwards, it just fell off for me. And like, I tried giving it the benefit, credit where it was due. That Akudama Drive did make a mark. The same staff is working on will be working on Bleach next season. Being a fact, I had a good video on the making like reel. Explains why the show is good. Yeah, I've seen it before. I actually really like that video. And like I'm glad like we didn't try to shoot too high. It didn't try to shoot too high, because if you shoot too high and you don't have like some proper footing or something to complement it to balance things out, you're gonna fall hard. If they try to shoot for something really too dark, like just killing off Chisato right then and there, it would just feel so jarring. It would just feel so betraying of what the series has always been about. This bouncing back and forth between tones. This one half you got them just fooling around, just bonding, all just having a good time, and then the other side is them where it's more serious. There's things with the DA, the Lycoris, the government, protecting the city and all, and you got this Majima in there. Majima's chill. Like, he's a pretty chill villain for sure. I would love to see more of him if possible. I would even love to see if they can do maybe a prequel side story around him. That would be nice if they can. But yeah, I've said all I need to say. This is my new favorite, guys. I don't know. I don't care. I might even have this a little bit over Spy X Family too, and I love that one too as well. And this is probably my anime of the year when all things being said. I mean, of course, Chainsaw Man, Bleach, and Spy X Family Part 2 are things to consider, but based on the stuff I enjoy, based on a lot of the stuff that I enjoyed, it's that different sort of enjoyment. It's not like a me that gets hyped over battle. This is not the one where I love it because I get hyped over battles and such. It's not like because I can just laugh all day and such. For me, it's a bit of both, and there's like some wholesome parts here and there, some really nice stuff here and there, and then like some unpredictable things here and there, getting to see how things just play out, all the while just having a good time, just having a damn fucking good time. And I don't think I don't like. Do I think this is a recency? Is this a recency bias? Maybe, but I don't. But like at this point, there's nothing to say that it is. There's nothing for me to say that it isn't. I mean, because I haven't had. When was the last time an anime original has consistently entertained me this level? I wanted Vivi to do that. I did. But for Vivi, and feel free to disagree with me, and then that's fine. I personally felt like it flopped on the end. Vivi kind of flopped on the ending. Like, just kind of fell flat. It just felt like that one felt rushed. You jump, like that one, you kind of just jump in. You got some time skips, you know, in those last few episodes. And you're just, all of a sudden there's a bunch of fucking conflict all at once. And she has to try to resolve it here and there. And then, like, you think it was a sacrifice. So much stuff happening. And then, last scene, she's alright. Just lost memories, and you know she has a new look, and that's just that. Just feels weird. It just felt weird. I'm not saying Vivi may be bad overall. I might need to give a rewatch, but I felt like that one, as good as it was, I loved the first couple 9-10 episodes, and it went in that route, and I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about that anymore. But I mean, to each his own. Like, if you still love Vivi despite the ending, that's cool. I mean, I still felt like that. And I mean, but I think with Lycoris, you can also make the same case, a similar case. And if you tell me you love Vivi but you don't like Lycoris Recoil, and your thoughts about the two are similar in that you felt like something had some interesting thoughts about the last couple of episodes. It really has to, you can't say one was necessarily better than the other at this point. For me, I feel like with Lego Rico, I can get attached to the characters, which is something I really prioritize. With Vivi, it's really hard for me to connect with them. Like, you just got Vivi and then the bear Matsu, the bear guy, and it's just that. I couldn't get myself to care about anyone else, which sucks, honestly. Now, it could have been done pretty well, but at that point, like, when you just have that, where she's just, encountering diva after diva, and then all of a sudden she got that personality switch, and then, like, all of a sudden she's just depressed, and then, you got this skip, and it just felt, when it got to that point, when I was going through that, like, I still enjoyed it. It just kind of felt like that, and then when you finally get to where it will focus on Vivi, it just, I don't know, it just never seemed to pull off as smoothly as I would have liked it. Well, what score did you give for like a Recoil from episodes 1 through 13? I think I stated before, this is a 9. This is easily a 9. Not a 10 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10. That would be like, because it does have some issues that I will admit were there. Like, it did miss some, like, maybe some stuff, could have been played out a little better. Maybe some characters could have done this or that. Some points, some little issues here and there, like maybe some points that weren't as well explained. But I think but it didn't. I didn't feel like it accumulated too much to where like it was an issue. It was like a major issue. It was like one of those things where just kind of like, it wasn't something that I can give 10 out of 10, but a 9 out of 10 definitely. And that's about it. I think that's it, guys. I think I've spent a little too long here. I am going to call it. I was really like, I didn't get too emotional, but it's just like, damn, I still enjoyed it. And I think, and I'm just gonna say, I think it will get more anime projects in the near future. I don't know how that's gonna go, because I don't know how the anime industry, nobody does. Not even these experts do. We don't know for sure. We can only guess based on make educated guess based on what we see or hear. We don't know we don't know everything that's going on in the back. But what I do hope, and I do think will happen at some point, be a sequel, spin-off, OVA, whatever the case may be. I don't know about OVA. There's 13 episodes, but what it is. Definitely an 8 or 9 out of 10. That's a fair score. I respect that, and actually that's pretty accurate. Anyways, I'm gonna get going, guys. It's been a blast. I will try to get Nick. Like Nick will also show. Like I will try to get fall preview 2022 stream up and ready later today. I do not know if it's gonna be late afternoon or evening. I will try to figure that out. But guys, just keep tabs on it. If you really love me, then you'll just keep paying attention. You know, be on the lookout for Ryusei's fall 2022 preview. All right. So smash the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter or join the Discord server, guys. But that's gonna do it for Lycoris Recoil. You know, that's the end of it for Lycoris Recoil for now. But until then, guys, Realization signing off.